up, my good people? Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. Today is gonna be part 2 of the Q&A. I just wanted to make this a point that this is not the end of the Q&A thing. If you have more questions, please feel free to ask me. As many questions are coming, there will be even more parts. If I could put it, even more series, even more sequels. Yeah, that's the word. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it, man. Okay, guys, so let's get into it, man. Question number 1. Tell us about your first love and first heartbreak. Damn, getting into it already. So my first heartbreak, I was it's actually quite recent, guys. I think I was like 19, 18 or 19. 18. I was 18. It was pretty hectic, man. I don't have much to say about it. Just like some guys should really know why they're getting into a relationship, and don't get into a relationship if you're not serious, because then you don't deserve that person's love, or a relationship for that matter. So yeah, my first love, we started out as friends and then we dated. And then, okay, it didn't really last, but anyways. But one thing I can say to you guys is that don't ever think that you can't come back from a heartbreak, or from being embarrassed, or from being ashamed. Like, guys, don't give up on love. I'm not saying you have to always be out there looking for it, but don't give up on it. When it comes knocking, don't give up on it. That's one thing I can say to you guys. For what it's worth, each breakup, each emotion that you feel, there's a lesson behind it. And if you choose not to learn from that lesson, then that's on you. That means you're not serious. And you also then don't deserve, I wouldn't say don't deserve, but you also don't, you're not ready for a relationship, or for love, or for new things in your life, in terms of love, in terms of finding someone, in terms of getting to know somebody on that level, because clearly there's something you need to deal with. So yeah. Question number 2. Why are you such an amazing friend? Shout out to all my friends out there. I love you guys, and y'all know I love you, so shout out to you guys. Why am I such an amazing friend? Because I choose to really 100% be there for you guys. Like, I'm not fake. I'm not trying to be fake. I strongly believe that I wouldn't want somebody to be a fake friend to me. So why would I go and do that to somebody else? That doesn't make sense. What you give is what you get. What you get is what you give. In a friendship perspective. Yeah, I'm such an amazing friend, because really, really, truly, I'm really there for you guys. I want all of my friends to know that I have your back. And if you're trying to be my friend, just know I have your back. But don't be coming here with no fake shit. We don't got time for that. Like, So I'm such an amazing friend, because number 1, my love is true. Like, I am there for you guys, and I really do have your back. Yeah, ride or die, remember? Question number 3. Who are your 3 favorite people? Damn. I don't think I can choose. Like, let me be real with you. I don't think I can choose. I can put them into categories. So the first one is me. It has to be me, guys. I love myself. That's the first person I love. Number 2, the fam, my bloodline. I love y'all so much. Mom, dad, Faisal, sisters, nephews, cousins. You know, fam is fam, guys. Fam is fam. I know people feel like sometimes your friends are more fam than your actual fam is, but blood, that's my blood, and I'm just thankful enough to not have beef with any of my family members. So yeah, and the third one are my friends, the other fam. Like, y'all, like, shout out to everybody who was down with me since the first day they met me. Shout out to those people. So yeah, that's really how I can put it for you. Would you like to get married one day? Guys, what's that song? By Jagged Edge. Let's get married. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. Ayy, we ain't getting no younger, we might as well do it. Let's get married. Yes, guys, of course I would like to get married one day. I'm such a traditional person when it comes to that. Like, I believe in marriage. I believe, like, yo guys, I know a lot of people feel like, you know, we don't need a ring to really represent our marriage, or we don't need the title marriage or the certificate to really represent our marriage. But like I said, I am so old school when it comes to those things. I'm out here trying to get married. So to those of you out there, if y'all finna cuff me, you better cuff me for life. Like, damn. Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to. The fifth question: how is life after high school? Yo, okay, so for those of you who don't know, I've been out of high school for like 2 years now. I matriculated in 2018. Yo, I think it has its pros and its cons. Life after high school is amazing in terms of the people you meet. I met a lot of people on college campus. The type of things you're exposed to, the different mindsets you're exposed to, I would say freedom for me, specifically speaking for me, freedom. I had that more in college. College life is nice, bruh. Like, don't listen to that college university. Nah, college life is dope. For me, it's what you make it. It really is what you make it. Any situation that you feel is boring or whatever, it's really what you make it. So yeah, and also it is a lot of work, especially because I went straight to college after I matriculated. I didn't take a gap year. So you know how our teachers in high school were always on some, you know, it's gonna be more tough when you get out of high school. Like, I'm really just preparing you. We ain't never gonna admit it, but those people are speaking the truth in terms of the education, the requirements after high school that college and universities require. I can't, but yeah, man, by the will of God and by my determination and everything, I get through it, but it's tough, guys. I won't even lie. Like, stress is a real thing. It's become like a part of me. And yeah, but it's really dope because now, like, you have more freedom and more time to find out who you really are, what you really want to do, see these different things, be like, it's not for me, that is for me, this type of people are for me, this is my circle of friends, this is the career path I want to go, this is not really where I want to ever be at. So it's really dope. It's really just more life lessons that come your way. It's really, life after high school is life orientation in its true form, not that textbook nonsense we were learning. So yeah. Question number 6: what is your worst fear? Let me just break it down to you guys. I have a lot of fears or phobias, whatever they call it. My biggest fear is leaving this earth and having not finished or being able to accomplish what I wanted to. And by that I mean life is really short. Anything can happen tomorrow. No tomorrow is not promised to no man. So that's like my biggest fear, because you're never really satisfied enough, and you never really know if you're really done with what you feel like you needed to do. You never really know. Because I was talking to this one person, and he was telling me like he has gang YouTube subscribers, and I was like, damn, I'd really like to be there one day where your numbers are at. And he was like, dream bigger, because once you get to this number, you're gonna want more. So you never really are satisfied, and you're never really done until you feel it is finished. So yeah, that's my biggest fear. Like, I truly fear that. And that's motivation, don't get me wrong, that's motivation. That should be motivation. Your fears should be your motivation. I'm just learning that, so get to it. My 7th question: who inspires you? Damn. I have a long list. At the top of that list is my mom. That's like the number one person. Top of the list is my mom. All my female friends, because my female friends are hella empowered, guys. Let me tell you, the female friends that I have surrounding me, I'm blessed to have that kind of circle, because damn, they're super empowered. Even my male friends, like, shout out to them, because they're a part of my inspirations and everything. Shout out to them, because honestly, the circle of friends that I have are hustlers. They're determined. They have their minds screwed on the right way, if I can say. They know what they want, and they're trying to get there. Yeah, man. In terms of celebrities, because I do have those, Zendaya's really dope. Yara Shahidi, like, yo. Rihanna. I would say those are like my 3 main celebrities that really inspire me. But most important, yes, guys, my mom and my circle of friends, because I get most of my information from them, most of my insight from them, most of my reasons to like push through. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother. That's also one of my biggest inspirations. Fade Away. Like, I don't play that game. That guy, yeah. Number 8. What do you plan on doing with your YouTube channel once you do take off? I'm so glad y'all can see the future, because I see it too, man. What do I plan on doing? I plan on creating a wider platform of insights. You know, like, now I'm taking you guys on the journey of what the things I go through and the things I think you should be hearing, mind, body, and soul. But I do plan on doing more featured videos with different people, different information, more topics that are not really discussed about, topics that people are not really to have a conversation about. I plan on doing that. Just opening up the floor to any insight that is valid and factual and able to influence, change, inform anybody's lives, because that's really what it's about, man. Sharing information. Yeah, guys. Never know, I might be having a white table kind of thing going on where we sit and we talk. You never know. Future will tell. Number 9. What inspires your poetry? Okay, for those of you who have watched my previous videos, you know that what inspires my poetry is like the breakups and the heartache that I went through. That was like the main inspiration for my poetry. And then I wrote a poem which really was about letting go of all of this pain And then that's how the new name Sapphire Advika came along, because that's like a new me in terms of my emotional states. And now what inspires my poetry is I feel like I will always write about what I went through, especially if I have like more to say. But what inspires it now is my state of mind now, which is empowering and paying homage to people. Also, what I really am trying to do is to write about other people's stories in a way. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, and about the deeper topics, also the topics and the conversations that people are really, like I said, not ready to have. Poetry is such a beautiful thing that the way you put it in your poem makes it easier for people to take in. So that's really what inspires my poetry, my everyday life, guys. That's what inspires my poetry. Yeah. Also, shout out to all the other poets out there, because they inspire me too. Question number 10, why don't you sleep? Okay, let me tell y'all something. My friend asked this. Yes, I'm gonna name drop him, Debza. He asked this question, and let me explain this to you guys, because a lot of people feel like I don't sleep, which I do, because I'm me. Look at this skin. Hey, I'm kidding. I don't even know if that helps, but yeah. I do sleep, but I sleep like very short. Let me rephrase that English for you guys. I don't sleep that long, and it doesn't really take a toll on me. I wake up feeling fresh and everything. My body is so used to it. When I was a kid, actually, never mind when I was a kid, up until matric, even now, guys, even now with college, our parents used to drop us off really early. By our, I mean Faisal and I's parents used to, okay, we have the same parents, what am I saying? My brother and I's parents, our parents used to drop us off in the morning really early. I'm talking like maybe 6 o'clock, or we would leave the house at 6 and I would get to wherever like around 7 or so. And we would always be the first people there. Now the reason why they did that is because they used to leave early for work, because they work like in CBD, in Sandton, in Rosebank. So to beat the traffic, they would leave that early so they could get to work on time. And that is why, you know, it didn't bother me and my brother. It still doesn't. Okay, now we're precious about sleep, but it still doesn't. And that's really what it is. And then we would always be the last ones to be fetched, because now they're coming from work, and unfortunately you can't really leave work early, so that traffic, that peak hour traffic would catch them. So first ones to arrive, last ones to leave. That's always been. So I am so used to waking up early that, yeah, once your body gets into a certain schedule, yeah, like your mind is set, unless something else changes in your life. Now my sleep pattern is gonna change, because maybe now I drive on my own, so I can wake up whatever time, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I sleep. I do sleep, Debza. I do sleep, everybody out there. I do. The 11th question, how do you stay true to your Christianity? I stay true to my Christianity because I am fortunate enough to have grown up in a household and still growing up in a household that is of firm believers in their Christianity and are not judgmental. Even if you do something wrong, they're not judgmental, you know, but they do emphasize on the word of God, and they do make sure you know your roots in terms of your religion. I once read this quote where it was like, are you a Christian because your family is? Are you a Christian, or are you a Christian because you've like experienced whatever it is you needed to experience to accept your faith? I learned I used to go to this camp every December. I used to go to this church camp that was based in Kimberley, and I was 14 when I started going. And so that camp really like helped and really like put things into perspective and everything, because it was really dope, because it was like youth from all over the world or South Africa, but some of them were from other countries, and that was really cool to hear. You guys know I'm a person of loving to hear perspectives, accepting perspectives, listening, understanding, just trying to see where everyone else comes from, and maybe there's someone there that I can relate to. So yeah, my household, the house that I'm growing up in, thank God I have a family, and I have a roof over my head, and are able to learn and experience different things of life, but also know my religious roots. So yeah. Number 12, the last question: would you date your best friend? Save the best for last. I assume you're talking about my guy friends, because my girl best friends, I can't really date them unless I was a guy. Shout out to them, because they're all amazing. So I have like 5 solid guy best friends who you can't tell me shit about, because those are my homies. And that is Clinton, Sabelo, PK, Debza, and Tammy. So I would date Clinton, Sabelo, Tammy, and PK. I would date them, except Debza, because no shade to him, actually, he's the homie. But yeah, he knows why I'm saying this anyways. But the others I would date. Was good. Holla at me. Yeah, I would date them, man, because I don't know, something about building friendship also, you know, because you're close already. It's like also a bit easier, but it's also a bit tough, because you don't really know if your friendship will still be viable after the relationship. But yeah, guys, I would, because also my guy best friends are genuine guys, like they're genuine. So yeah, guys, that is the end of the Q&A session. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, I did say that the Q&A sessions will continue in terms of how many questions I receive. Don't be afraid to ask. They could be a part, whatever. Let's keep them coming, guys. Let's keep them coming. Thank you, guys. Okay, so the words of wisdom that I have for you guys is keep on keeping on, if that makes sense. Something y'all gotta learn about life is the only thing that can get you down is yourself. Even though a situation is involved, a business failure is involved, failed friendship, a failed lover, heartbreak is involved, the only thing keeping you down is you. because you are the only person who is able to pick yourself up. You know that saying, you can take a donkey to the water, but you can't make it drink it. That's a fact, guys. Like anybody, I can give you wisdom time, but you gotta pick yourself up. Very, 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 very important. You are responsible for your own success, for your own confidence, for your own self-sabotage. It's you. So keep on keeping on, because that's the only way you're gonna get through anything. Yeah, guys.